Everybody, another video here focusing on congruence in figures, specifically congruence in triangles. So we're going to use this video just to talk about the two rules we discussed today in class. First rule is the SSS rule, which, as the name would imply, deals strictly with sides. Second rule is the SAS rule, which, as the name would imply, deals with two sides and an angle. All right, so I want to focus on the side rule first. So side rule, let's say we have two triangles. Okay, so the side rule says if you have three congruent angles in one triangle, and remember congruence indicated in our specific focus just by looking at the sides with the same number of tick marks or the angles with the same number of tick marks. So if you have two triangles with three pairs of congruent sides, that's going to be enough information to prove them congruent using the side rule. So if we notice, we have the one tick mark sides, which would be obviously one set of sides. We have the two tick mark sides in green, which would be a second set of sides, and we have the third tick mark sides, which would be a third pair of congruent sides in the triangles. This would be enough to show that the two triangles are congruent by the side rule. Now, obviously, in class and on the homework, the expectation is you're actually matching up the pieces that are the same. But for the purposes of the video, to keep it short and sweet, we'll just show you an example quickly of what each rule would entail and would include. All right, so now switching gears, moving into the SAS side angle side rule. Side angle side rule, as the name implies, deals with two sides and an angle. Forgive the drawing. Obviously this doesn't look congruent because one is bigger than the other, but it's for the purposes of getting the idea. So with side angle side, obviously you have sides, two pairs of corresponding congruent sides, and then corresponding congruent angle. Now, if you notice, the angle in each triangle is wedged between the sides. So for the side angle side rule to work, it has to be like a triangle sandwich. You have to have two sides with an angle wedged between. So you have your side with the one tick mark, immediately followed by an angle, immediately followed by another side. That would be, in a nutshell, where your SAS rule is coming from. So side, angle wedged between the sides. Hope you found this little review